What is going on, fellas? And welcome back to the beta save. Still a working title. We're running out of time. To be fair, we have 2 weeks until the full game comes out when I'm recording this. This is episode 7. And today we play Athletic Bilbao. And we play Inter in the second leg of the Champions League first knockout round. We've previously won against Athletic Bilbao, but still without João Felix. It's going to be an interesting game. Since you were here last, we beat Granada 7-0. Thomas Lemar with a fantastic hat-trick. Jose Jimenez, Vitolo, Llorente and Correa scored. So much so, I was so sure of myself that I brought Lucina Traore on as a substitute. And then we went and played Levante. They had a player sent off in the 53rd minute and we just could not score. So I was disappointed. But today we're going to make up for it. We're going to score so many goals against Bilbao and then we're going to score even more goals against Inter Milan. The team that we've picked for today's game is Oblak in goal, Kieran Trippier and Lodi as our wing-backs, Jimenez and Felipe as our centre-backs, with Herrera and Llorente playing as our midfield pairing. I've decided to try the deep lane playmaker on defend just to see if that'll make us a little more defensively sound, because we've been a little bit lackluster in the defensive area. We've Correa, Lemar and Vitolo playing as our basically 3/4 of our attacking 4, with Morata just ahead. Isaac has scored twice. Lucina Traore, as I previously stated, has played. Marin has been back from his injury. He's pissed off that he's been that he's not out on loan, which is stupid because he picked up an injury. The game against Granada, we did start Adan because why not? I was pretty confident we were going to win that game. We did struggle, ironically enough. We beat them 7-0, but we struggled to break them down for quite a while. But then when we got past, I stopped playing through the middle and I went more wide. That's when it completely changed. We went to shorter passing and played kind of on the wing, and that made all the difference. And it was delightful to watch after that because we were just scoring many a goal. This is okay. It's finally decided to work now, and they're starting with a weird defensively attacking formation this time. So it should be interesting. I suppose they are at home, and unlike us, we don't change anything for home or away. If we play Granada or if we're playing Barcelona, we just maintain the same playstyle. For some reason, in the pre-game tunnel interview thing that we had, it said we were 4th in the league against, I want to say it was the Levante game. It said, oh, you've dropped to 4th in the league. And I was like, how is that possible? We're like 20 points ahead of the team in 4th. Which is still factual information. But I was just curious how they figured we were 4th when there's basically 3 teams and then everyone else. But yeah, it said we were 4th. So I was a bit surprised. Didn't fully understand what was going on. But I think we ended up that game, we were top. Morata has just missed. I'm not going to say missed. It was a good save by the keeper. I've changed my corner routine ever so slightly to give the players in the middle more of an opportunity to penetrate the box by bringing one player out and having them come short. This is the first game we're going to see what it looks like, see if it works. So we're going to find out rather quickly. Llorente with a bit of a nothing pass. But Jimenez picks up the loose ball. Trippier to Vitolo. Or to Lodi. And back to Vitolo. Back to Lodi. Back to Vitolo. It's a very poor attempt at a cross. And Bilbao break. And they've done quite well on the break. But Oblak stops them. I don't know why we wouldn't be marking Inaki Williams, because he is probably their main threat. I know he's sitting slightly deeper. I'm gonna say my assistant manager is a bit of an idiot. I was gonna say we've not made those changes. So now we're gonna make them this time. We're gonna hit early crosses as well. Working it into the box sometimes is good. Trying to break down a team with 3 centre backs when we've got Morata. Not going to be all that easy. This should make a bit of a difference. Foggy does tactics. After all, I am a tactical genius. Morata, telling the lads to play shorter passing. First thing they do, bosh it as far up the field as physically possible. We are only 80 or just about 19 minutes into this game. We've seen a lot of highlights, but not an awful lot's going on. Both sides have had one clear-cut chance. Don't know when our clear-cut chance was. Everyone trying to stop their goalkeeper. This is the second time this has happened now. Nothing will happen for a second, but then the ball will be punted up. Like, it'll pick up in a second. There's literally nothing I can do right now. So the game is still in beta. Or beta, depending on how you want to say it. Trippier, Llorente. I could edit that part out. Am I gonna? But am I gonna? Lodi picks up the ball. Puts it forward. Morata can't get there, but the ball back from Nunez. Not quite strong enough. Morata pounces on it. 19th of the season. I think that brings him 1 behind Lamar, or maybe he's 2 behind. Can't remember. Nunez, it was a very poor back pass. To be fair, we are going to continue with the changes. I don't remember what those changes were, but we're going to do them. And Felipe, who my assistant has said, don't offer him a new contract. I had no intention on doing so, because he has 2 years left on his deal. So why would I offer someone a new contract 2 years before the contract is due to expire? Llorente to Trippier. Back to Llorente. Herrera, far too easily dispossessed. Inaki Williams. How did he miss that? Sorry? Oblak to Jimenez. Thought he was going to make a mistake there, but he didn't. Lodi passes his man for fun. Llorente, Vitolo, Lamar, out to Correa, and Correa with his 19th of the season. He's a bit of a dark horse. I don't remember him scoring 19 goals, but we've been dominant in some games. We've scored 7 and quite a few. Correa from very far out. How the keeper didn't stop that, not 100% sure. Lamar to the back post. They have a tall man on Felipe. I probably should set it so that they don't do the same thing every time. But I do like the corner routine I have. Why wouldn't Felipe go for that? Inaki Williams, he's having a bit of a poor game. Llorente to Vitolo. We recently got a scout report through on Inaki Williams, and it said he's not really good enough. So, Morata, outside of his boot, just puts it wide. Having seen this game, Inaki Williams not great. I'm going to demand more. Just Real Madrid are absolutely destroying Osasuna 3-0. To be fair, we're 2-0 up against Bilbao, but, Morata puts it across Vitolo, can't get there. Inaki Williams, I'm going to say Inaki is playing as either a deep lying forward or a complete forward. By the looks of it, probably on support. Cordoba, Oblak with the save. We are making moves in the transfer market as well to pick up a third goalkeeper, just to have an option in case, we'll say, something happens to Oblak and I don't want to play Adan. Then, you know, we have a third option. So I have two players that I've offered contract. Well, I've offered money for one player. That was a bit of a goal-mouth scramble, but okay. The highlights are still a bit weird in the game so far. There is time for that to be fixed. I just saw Real Madrid are winning 5-0. I'm going to tell the lads I am far from pleased. And I'm going to say I have faith in Thomas Lemar. What I do think I'm going to do is I'm going to move Lemar onto the wing, because he's quite good out there. I'm not going to move Correa because he's playing really well. And we're just going to have Vitolo play as an attack. Wait, what? Okay, clearly I need to move the 2v back. Yeah. Nope. No idea what was going on there, but alright. Yeah, I've offered contracts to two players who are very much like second, third goalkeeper material. One is a good prospect. One is Correa, 28th of the season, an absolute peach of a goal. I'm not going to tell you who they are just yet. If one signs, I've offered the two of them basically the exact same contract. So one of them is going to cost just shy of $500,000 to buy, and the other one is at the end of his contract. So we're going to see which one. One of them is a player I used to sign constantly in FM because he was a really good goalkeeper. Oh God, I think he was like 17. It was like FM20 I used to sign him for everybody. I think it might have been Thomas Lemar, 22nd of the season. Put him out in the wing and he will score. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to tell you who it is. You can leave comments down below guessing who you think I've attempted to sign. There was a player I had in mind, Gavin Bazunu, because I think he could be a great goalkeeper. Don't know what I want to ruin his career by having him sit on my bench for however long the save lasts. But it's probably not going to last that long. You know, there's 14 days left before the full game comes out when we start on and we start on an actual legitimate full save where we're not playing on the beta. So I'm not overly bothered about which one of the two keepers we sign, but like I said, they're players we're looking at. We are rocking a very small squad at the moment because Thomas Partey left. So we have, I think it's 22 players in the squad at the moment. And I think 5 of them are centre-backs. And 3 strikers. So only 2 goalkeepers. Normally when I'm managing in Spain, I do prefer to have 3 keepers. Don't know why. I think it's because I made a mistake one year managing in Spain where I only had my backup goalkeeper registered because I accidentally... Is Danny Garcia going to get sent off? Yeah, I accidentally, managing Sevilla, didn't register my number 1 goalkeeper. So now I register 3 goalkeepers and I make sure to register my number 1 all the time. Which, even just saying, sounds stupid. Obviously you're going to register your first choice. But occasionally, I forget. We're all human. I may be a tactical genius and a god at FM, but sometimes I forget. Lemar, as you can tell, the game's not been overly interesting. I know we're winning 4-0, but it's been a little... as you can tell by the amount of talking about goalkeepers that I've that I've been doing. We've also conceded, in case you're not watching and you're just listening. Benat scored what looked like an easy goal. We're 15 minutes into this recording and we still have half an hour left of this game. Thomas Lemar going for his hat-trick. Didn't quite do it. Looked like that should have been a corner, but if FM says it isn't, then it mustn't be. And we're going to take off, which one of the central midfielders? They're basically the exact same. So we're going to take off Herrera and bring on Saul. To be fair, Bilbao have had more clear-cut chances. We've had 3 clear-cut chances to their 4, but we've had 3 half chances to their none. So we're sort of FMing them, but in a way that they're kind of still FMing. Everyone's kind of FMing each other, really. Like, we've had 1 less shot, but we've had 1 more on target. And Aki Williams, that's 5 clear-cut chances they've had. And that's the 3rd, I want to say, that Inaki Williams has put wide. So if I was the Bilbao manager, I wouldn't be happy. Thomas Lemar to Zabazali. Dinks it out to Lodi. Lodi puts it in. Lorente, his 4th of the season. He's only recently started scoring. It is 5-1. Like I said, we're going to smash some goals past Bilbao, who are currently sitting 12th in the league. And instantly another highlight. We've been quite dominant. But in looking at the stats, you wouldn't think that we've been all that good. I don't think this is a very sloppy game. I feel like nobody's been that good in this game. Except for Correa. Correa has been fantastic. Correa back to Trippier. Saul, it's 6-1 in the 70th, just before the 70th minute. Saul with his 5th goal of the season. And that was just delightful. Núñez having a bit of a poor game, it has to be said. We're going to praise the lads. 6-1, 15 minutes left. I think we can give the lads a cheeky bit of praise. Lodi to Lemar. Morata, but Zabazali picks it up. Hesitates. Before Inaki Williams gets dispossessed here, because it looked like as I hit the button, he was going to. We're going to bring on Grenk for Jimenez, just give him a bit of a rest. Yep, Inaki Williams gets tackled by Jimenez. His last action of the game was to stop Inaki Williams from putting the ball wide by doing it for him. Grenk hits it forward. Saul. Oh, beautiful pass by Saul to Lemar. Lemar can't get it past the keeper. Please, for the love of you. Oh, they've taken off. They've made all their substitutions. Poor Núñez is going to have to struggle on. Correa picks the ball up in midfield. Back to Oblak. To Lodi. Big ball forward. Correa. Oh, beautifully trapped. And Lemar is there for his 23rd of the season. This man was not in my first 11 when we started this season. Thomas Lemar was behind João Felix and Vitolo was starting on the left. Now, Thomas Lemar is, after winning the Ballon d'Or, he's won the Ballon d'Or, and he has scored 23 goals. That's beautiful. Very nice victory. Well done, lads. Correa, you were fantastic. Lemar, you were fantastic. I'm just going to leave it at that. That is fantastic. That is delightful. I am very happy with that. We are now going to... Real Madrid won 6-0 against Osasuna. We beat a higher team in the league though. And they didn't have a player sent off. So, Correa, man of the match. That was fantastic. And Man United are mad adamant that they're going to sign Lemar. They're not going to, but we will be back in just a second for the game against Inter Milan, where we are 2-1 down, but we will come back. We can come back. We will. I am not going to let the gods score against us again. But like I said, back in a second. Alright fellas, we're back for the game against Inter Milan now. As previously said, we are 2-1 down, so we are hoping that we can beat them. We've changed the tactic ever so slightly. We're continuing with pretty much the same team that started the last game. Actually, Vitolo was so poor in the last game. I'm going to start Zabazali in the attack midfield position. But we're going to go with Oblak and goal. Trippier and Lodi as our wing-backs. Jimenez and Felipe as our centre-backs. Herrera and Saul as our central midfielders. Correa, Zabazali and Lamar in behind Morata. It's a good team. What we've changed is we're going to attack slightly wider. We're going to pass slightly shorter, hit early crosses, and we're going to focus play down the wings. Other than that, I'm pretty sure everything else is the exact same. So let's just get into it. Do we want to play Herrera? His recent form's not been great, and Llorente has been scoring of late. So we're going to play Llorente. So it's lacking a little bit of match sharpness. That's fine. We've plenty of players on the bench that can come on for him. With Herrera and... well, that's it. But Zabazali can move in there. Vitolo can come on. So I'm not overly worried. Yeah, go out in a fit. Oh, they're all up for the revenge. Because I said it passionately. Sudden change in tactical style. Okay, I made minor tweaks. I'm confident in my player's ability. Picked a team that's capable of winning. He's been in fine form. He's been fantastic. Skriniar. So we proved in the last game that we're good against 3 central defenders. Lamar. This is a guy who scored 23 goals? He didn't look like he was going to score there. Felipe, 11th of the season. And did you see he was holding his back as if he was like, oh, I'm so old and decrepit. You're going to say... yeah, what was that about? Oh, it was it Skriniar was keeping everyone on side? Well done, Skriniar. You're an absolute gem. I'm gonna just... Lukaku and Sanchez are they're not terrible players, so we're going to tell the lads to, make sure to stay tight to them, because I don't really want to let those guys loose and have the two of them just kind of running around the place, having a bit of crack. Morata's put through by Lodi. Morata, 20th of the season. That is 3 players that have 20 plus goals already. We've our youth intake coming up as well. Ooh, first in the series. It's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see what it looks like. What we get from... why did the game pause? Okay. So, to Correa. Correa puts Morata through but doesn't really, and then it gets headed away, and now Inter are on the break. Alexis Sanchez can run. Did anyone know that? Because I sure as hell didn't. I haven't seen him run in years. Lodi couldn't get the ball back. Sensei. Lukaku looked like... yeah, he was offside. I was going to say, he looked very, very far ahead of everyone else. He's not the fastest player in the world. Just saying. Lodi just before half time. Back to Felipe. puts it forward. Morata doesn't quite get there, but the God, with the poor pass back, and Morata scores. But is it a Handanovic own goal? It's a Handanovic own goal. Of course it is. Why not give Morata? Just give Morata the goal. The God manages to track back after winning the ball, and Morata somehow hits the post and gets very lucky that Handanovic put that behind. And Man City are beating Real Madrid. Carvajal's been sent off for Real Madrid. Oh. Yep, do it for the pundits. Make them want to praise you more, because you've been in fantastic form, lads. Keep it up. Felipe is having an absolute belter of a game. Because I said that, he's going to pick up a knock now. He's going to get injured. And he's going to be out for the rest of the season. The God is down to a 6. That's the saddest thing I've heard all day. I'm going to go out on a limb and give the lads a bit of praise after 63 minutes. D'Ambrosio, bit of rice pudding. Trippier steals the ball back. Llorente puts Morata through. Is he offside? No. To be fair, Morata's quite quick. So, but David Felipe almost puts it in the back of the net. They've Skriniar and De Vrij, and they're not the slowest players in the world. They've got the God, who is an aged man at this stage. Llorente to Saul, Sobazali, Llorente, Jimenez, and the highlight ends. Actually, what is... Okay, so it's 13-14. Okay. De Vrij is 12 and 13. But the God is probably like, I'm going to say under 10. Saul. Back to Lodi. Lodi's to Trippier. Back to Oblak. Don't do something stupid near Oblak. Out to Felipe. That was a... Oh, Jimenez. Morata. Oh, Morata nearly scores from Felipe's mistake. That was a bit of a bad decision on Felipe's part. Ranocchi has come on now. He's 11 and 12. What is God in? Where's the God? Hello? 10-11. Okay, so it's actually not as slow as I thought he was. I had visions of him being significantly slower. But he is not. So we are going to make a cheeky little change here. We're going to have 2 deep lying playmakers. We're going to have a Mazzella. Zabazala is going to play the Mazzella. We're going to move Hector Herrera on for Saul. We're going to swap those 2 over. And I'm going to make Llorente the deep line playmaker on defend. Who else? Who's tired? Who could do with a bit of a rest? Kieran Trippier is going to go off for Gorenk. And Lodi for Hermoso. I have now got 4 centre backs on the pitch. If they score, then fair juice to you lads. We have 4 centre backs. You only have 3. Polito to Biraghi. Barella. Thought he was going to get dispossessed there, but he manages to get the ball away. Skriniar. Ranocchia. De Vrij. Actually, to be fair, I didn't even consider De Vrij as an option. Correa wins the ball. Zabazali. Up to Lemar. Oh, Handanovic with the save. Lemar puts it in. Felipe. Oh, Handanovic. No, Handanovic didn't push it behind. Felipe just put it over. Hermoso to Llorente. Morata. Quite an awful lot of bopping around the place. Hermoso picks up the loose ball to Lemar. Back to Hermoso. Whips it in. Zabazali. Oh! Cheeky. Regardless of what happens from here, we're going to win the game. They're not going to score 2 goals in less than 5 seconds. There we go. Game over. They had 2 shots total. So that would mean they didn't have a single shot in the second half, because they had 2 shots at the end of the first half. 37 shots for us. We are very good. I think you could say we're quite good. Felipe, I'm going to say Jimenez did well as well, but Felipe was dominant. Apart from that one silly mistake he made. But apart from that, he was fantastic. We won't hold it against him too much. Man City knocked out Real Madrid as well. Ooh, Sergio Aguero getting a hat-trick. Raheem Sterling scoring as well. So we've made it through to the next round. We got nearly 10 million. Felipe, at the start of the season, was not a first choice centre-back. They reckon it's going to cost 80 million. Psh. Try 170, I think it is. Yeah, his release clause is 170. Try 170 million, lads, and then we'll consider it. Well, we won't consider it. You'll be guaranteed the option of trying to sign him, but you won't be getting him for less than that. So I don't know who's going to be our next opponent, because there are still many games to put. Liverpool are losing to Juventus. Ooh, Chelsea beat Napoli. In that game, I think Diego Costa scored against his old club in that game. So, well done to him. That might increase your price just a smidge. Anyway, other than that, we're into the next round. We don't know who we're going to be facing yet. But if you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends. Comment down below. Who do you think we're going to get the next round of the teams on the screen right here? Well, up here. The teams up there. Who do you think we're going to get? I have a sneaky suspicion we're going to get Tottenham. Or Man City. It's going to be one of the English teams. Yeah, thank you very much for watching, fellas. If you have enjoyed, like I said, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all your friends, as I said previously. I don't know why I said that again. I think I do that an awful lot. I forget that I said it, and then halfway through saying it, I'm like, I've already said this. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, fellas, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!